Make it funky, funky, funky. Make it funky, funky, funky.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vunda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1066, Ward case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Ward, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
All right, now, okay. Now, let me just kind of cut to the chase of the thing. I was engaged to the mama of his child, and we were just having a good time, and was really getting ready to have a wedding, and the reception at Genghis Grill and everything was all set up. But unfortunately, she had fallen ill. COVID had got her, and then all of a sudden one day, she's just gone.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to take little Malaysia into my arms and try to explain things. I call her my little bit, because we just kicked it off right away. I'm talking about pretty much on the first date that I went on with them, because she brought her with her on our first date, which makes a lot of sense. And we just have been.
And Malaysia is the child?
Yes, ma'am.
How
yes,
old is Malaysia?
She's 7.
Okay.
And she's one of those smart little girls that where you can't really get a whole lot past her. She's going to call you on your stuff.
Okay.
And that's what I appreciated about her. That's why we clicked so well, because her mama was the same way.
Sounds like a good kid.
Well, yeah, she's wonderful. I mean, she's on point with all of her schoolwork. She loves doing her homework. Our thing is to watch some Schoolhouse Rock on YouTube to let her know how the old school did it and everything. And so we, our favorite hangout is the Sesame Place. She loves to go there. She saw one episode of Lego Masters, and I took her to the Lego place out there and the shops in Willow Bend and everything. So it's like, that's been my road dog. That's been my everything and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds like the two of you have a great relationship.
Oh, seriously. I mean, I just love having her, like my own child. And I feel like that she is actually my own child. I know that she only likes broccoli with ketchup, and she likes fish sticks with ketchup, and she likes corn with ketchup. I don't know what this thing is about ketchup.
Me either. I don't like ketchup like that.
I don't either. But I know how she likes that. I know that she's got to have that mood light on when she goes to sleep. I know that if I don't put those downy beads in with her blanket, that she's not going to sleep. So I do everything. I mean, I talk to the teachers. I got her on the after-school program. I mean, everything that I could possibly want to do for a child, I do for her.
Okay.
And so my thing is that, I'm doing all the things that a dad would do for his daughter. And little bit in me, it's like, hey, I mean, I might as well just go ahead and say that she's mine. Because, up until the time that she and I and her mother were together, that's just the way it was. When it was with her, I was with them. So it's like, I feel like I take care of her.
Okay.
And since I figure I take care of her, then, then this cat over here, you figure that, that he's got something to say about it. When I've hardly seen him, granted, she's a child's daddy. I mean, yeah, every once in a while he'll come around. Every once in a while he'll visit her and all that kind of stuff, but he don't know.
What do you mean by every once in a while?
But every once in a while, it's like he'll come, he might honk the horn or whatever. He might ask her to come out. She'll come out and see. And that's the one thing about her. She knows no strangers.
Okay, so you're referring, you called him a cat. I mean, what?
Okay, all right, look.
So this is her dad?
This is her dad, yes.
Okay, so you're saying he's not doing all of the things that you're doing with Little Bit, right?
No, not at all. I mean, really.
And know that for a fact?
Well, this is how I look at it. If he was like a real man, if he was really taking care of his business, handling his business, then I wouldn't have any room to have proposed to Little Bit's mama. I wouldn't have even a place in her radar. But the fact that I did, to me, kind of says something. I mean, come on, man. It's like,
So let me ask my question again.
Okay.
You know this for a fact that he's not active in her life.
Well, the one thing that I know is that a lot of things that she needs and that she likes and dislikes, he hardly knows half of that.
Oh.
I mean, as far as, come on. I mean, it's
Sir,
like,
give me 1 second. I'm about to have him wrap it up.
Okay, well, look, all I know is this. when it comes between me and him, she comes to me. When it comes
that
to
you know of.
yeah, that I see. You know, I mean, every time that he comes, I give them their space, but I'm looking at her body language, and she's like, "Man, when's this gonna be over?" So it's like,
Yeah, because she ready to come home with her real dad.
no.
Okay, Mr. Ward, give me 1 second. You know, your story was beautiful. It was very colorful. You know, and that's not to say that you're being untruthful about anything. However, I would like to also hear from Dad, because as you know, there are always 2 sides to every story, well, really 3, and the truth lies somewhere in between them, right?
I understand.
So give me a moment, and I'll
Okay.
go over to Dad.
All right.
Now, Dad, it sounds like, you know, your daughter and Mr. Ward have a great relationship, but is it true these, you know, allegations he's saying about you not being very active and involved?
None of it, man. I see my child every time I'm off work, and every time I'm off, I go and pick her up, and she stays with me for the whole 4 days. I work 3 days on, 4 days off, and
Okay.
he knows it. And when we talk to her on the phone, she says he's too invasive. He always, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he always in her face and want to know
Like
this.
a helicopter dad.
Right.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a microscope. That's how she feels, and she don't like it. And then as far as me and my child's mother splitting up, you know, that was between us. That was years before she even met you, so you can't put that on me.
Well, you know, I can't put a lot on you. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. You can call me helicopter all you want to, but you were not there when her mama died, man. You weren't there to have to console her when she was crying and didn't go to sleep. You weren't there. I was there.
You didn't
Where were
even
you?
tell me. I was at work. You didn't even tell me.
And see, that's the thing. You are always at work. You're always at work.
And see, here's the thing. I know there are a lot of emotions going on. I usually don't let people talk back and forth to each other.
I'm so sorry.
But I do understand the
I don't wanna talk to him
underlying
anyway.
issue here. Especially with, you know, your fiance passing away. I definitely understand that. I am just trying to get some clarity here because according to the paperwork that you filed, Mr. Ward, there is a court order in place.
Yes.
And it names your fiance as the custodial parent and dad as the non-custodial parent. And you are essentially trying to modify this order.
Well, yeah, because essentially, to me, I became the custodial parent.
Okay.
granted,
and you
yeah, okay.
understand how you feel is not what the law says, right?
I do understand that. But
Okay.
Your Honor, the one thing that I do know is that the custodial duties I have taken on, and I know it's not by emotion, and I'm not even just talking about emotion, I'm talking about my actions. The teachers know me. The teachers call me.
Hold that thought. The teachers know you as well?
Yes, ma'am. Now, granted, he lives closer to the school, so he's up there just a little bit more than me. But anytime they call, I stop what I'm doing and I'm on the way.
Okay. All right. It sounds like he's pretty involved. And tell me some things you and your daughter do together.
Well, I take her to piano. I pay for her piano lessons.
Okay.
Some days when I'm off, I take her. He takes her other days. I pay for her to be in karate class.
Okay.
We go to Six Flags together. We go to skating together.
Okay.
I try to teach her how to bowl. We have fun. We go to my mom's house and, I drop her off, and she enjoys spending time over there mostly.
All right. So she has a good relationship with grandmother. It sounds like this child is just well loved all around with both sides. I mean, is there any chance of the two of you trying to get along
Not
to
at
make
all.
it work for the
She wants to
best
be
for
at
your
home
daughter?
with her dad, but he keeps saying, oh, she needs to be here, and my child's mother is no longer here, so I'm trying to get him to court to get full custody of my child
Okay.
all the way. So that's how that's gonna end. You're not gonna be around too much longer.
No, man, no. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. No.
Well, neither one of you are going to talk to each other like anything anymore. I'm ready to make my ruling. I've heard what the both of you have to say. I understand that dad is pretty involved with the child. He's paying for teaching her how to skate, paying for karate. She has a great relationship with her paternal grandmother. It sounds like dad wants to be a part of the child's life. I also understand, Mr. Ward, your heavy involvement with the child. You know, you have a nickname for her. You all do things together. You know, she loves ketchup. You know all about her nightlife and her sleep routines and everything like that. However, that does not negate the fact of what the law says. The child was not left with you by dad. Her dad is still alive. Sounds like he's very active. Doesn't sound like he, is a deadbeat parent by any means. He is making the expenditures that any parent would do. And he also said he's trying to petition the court at some point to get sole custody of his daughter. So based on that, I have no other choice but to dismiss your claim, because you do not have any grounds to be petitioning this court for child support. Is there anything further from
No.
either of you?
No.
Ma'am, I'm very happy with the
No.
verdict.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are
Suck it up.
dismissed.
Thank you.
What?
Hi guys, it's me, Judge Vonda B, and I wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Ward case. Well, this case was a little interesting. The stepdad, who was married to mom, was bringing biological dad to court for custody and for dad to pay child support. Well, they had an original order in place between mom and biological dad. Mom is now deceased, so stepdad essentially wanted to step into the shoes of mom. Can you do that in Texas? The honest answer is, it really depends. So in some cases, people that are non-parents are able to receive child support from the other parent. However, that's in very, very different situations, and it really depends on the facts of the case. Well, in this particular case, what were some things that you heard? Biological dad was very active in his daughter's life. As a matter of fact, he said he plans on petitioning the court for full custody of his daughter now. Stepdad lacks standing. Well, what is standing? Standing is something that is necessary in order to bring a case before the court. So in other words, you have to be able to show the court legally that you have a reason to be petitioning this court for this court to give you exactly what you're asking for. If in any situation you lack standing to actually be in a court, your case will be dismissed. And that's essentially what you saw happen with stepdad.